Deion Sanders, a.k.a. Primetime, is the greatest corner to ever live, and basically no one could ever be better than him. That's basically what y'all want me to believe, that he's the greatest corner to ever live, and nobody shows proof of anything in the past, in the history, his stats. You could show some highlights of what he did, and it looks pretty and whatnot. Yeah, I give him that. But y'all want me to believe he's the greatest player to ever live and the greatest cornerback to ever live, and nobody can ever be better than him? Man, get the fuck out of here, man. I'm from Lauderdale. I don't know where everybody else from, but I'm from Lauderdale. We don't get down like that. This ain't about respect. This ain't about big names. I'm simply comparing best seasons. And if you want to talk about T-breaks and technique, I'm telling you what the hell the best technique is for everybody. If you're not T-breaking, you're not getting to the ball faster than anybody else. That's T-breaking. You're probably coming up an inch short because it's a game of inches. T-break is known for a fact the fastest way to break to the ball. This ain't about names. This is about you proving that he is the greatest without telling me what they said, and he's a lockdown corner, and he locked down the field, and he didn't have a safety in the middle field. Nigga, what? The most interceptions he had in the year is 6 or 7. You understand what I'm saying? I had 6 or 7 interceptions in a year, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 damn times. What we talking about here? I'm talking about comparing numbers and comparing stats. I'm gonna make it nice and easy. You can start from my 2006 season to my 2011 season. 5 seasons. I'm gonna put up 5 seasons. You do your research on my 5 seasons, and you can pick any season you prefer from Coach Prime Deion Sanders. His whole career, you can pick many seasons you want against my 5 seasons and do your homework. My 5 seasons against his whole career playing cornerback. Yeah, big talk. This big deuce here. Yeah, don't come in talking about how good somebody was without showing the numbers and the facts, because I could show you that. Let's see what you get. My 5 seasons against his whole career. That's player shit right there. You feel me? That's player shit. 5 seasons against a nigga whole career? Can't nobody talk that shit like me, boy. You crazy, boy. Stop being brainwashed. You are brainwashed. A lot of folks are. And I'm just here to defend myself because I know I was like that. I was like that. I ended games. I changed the momentum of games from the beginning to the end. You feel me? Let's make sure we add the playoffs in this too, because I noticed he didn't have no playoff touchdowns, and I got 4 of them. I got the record. That means a lot. In big games and taking your team to the Super Bowl, I'm picking the ball off and taking it back to the highs. You hear me? And of course, Shannon Sharpe, you're going to side with your boy Deion Sanders just out of mutual respect. And we know Deion would get mad at you if you didn't show him that respect. So that's what you have to do, because you can't handle your partner getting mad at you.
All right, man. So Deion Sanders, Asante Samuel's been going back and forth on the internet for quite some time. Well, for the last couple of days about who's the best corner. And Asante Samuel's just retired, bored. His son played for the Chargers, really good corner. It's the off season, but check out the NFL playlist, and he bored. And he probably looking at the numbers, say, "Why I'm not putting this, category with Prime." And you got to understand, we in the stat-driven era. It don't matter if we seen it. You know what I'm saying? Like, we seen it. Like, the numbers, if you really watch people play and watch their numbers, a lot of times it don't equal up. It's a lot of guys with phenomenal numbers, but all numbers are not created equal. And you watch Deion, but why had this many, what they threw at you? He ain't even the best lockdown corner that I seen in that era in New England. I don't think he better than Ty Law. I don't think he better than Darrelle Revis. I don't even think he better than Aqib Talib. They have some really good corners to come through there. So of course, Deion, they really wasn't throwing at Deion like that. But Deion paved the way for them to make the type of money. And not saying that it can't be a better corner than Deion. Because today, the difficulty of playing corner is a lot tougher than when Deion played. Deion, you could be a little bit more physical. You could be a little more handsy. Now, you really can't touch the receivers. At one point, you could play with, what was the dude name from the Raiders? Lester something. You could play with Stickum on your hands. But Deion changed the game. Deion was a was an all-around good corner. And people didn't know. He wasn't known for a tackle. Deion ain't small. Deion was 6'1", 6'2". He ain't no small guy. But Asante Samuels, statistically, most people say, well, maybe Asante is in my top 10, and that could be the case. For sure, that could be the case. But Asante Samuels is a solid corner. He's a really good corner, but he wasn't as impactful. I led the Patriots. And who you lead the Patriots to? You mean Tom Brady led the Patriots? It was a bunch of good defensive players that played for the Patriots. And maybe statistically he should be in the top 10, but he arguing with the top dog. Revis should be arguing, Champ Bailey, Revis, Darryl Green, Rod Woodson. You know what I'm saying? Like, is you really putting him in that caliber of corner? Charles Woodson. I mean, Darrell Revis had one of the greatest runs of shutting down corners, but them numbers wasn't like when Darrell Revis was holding Calvin Johnson under this 35 yards, holding Chad Ochocinco down. He was holding all the top receivers down. You think you can materialize that in a stat? No. It's not going to show interceptions. It's not going to show, it's going to show you a whole number. He allowed this many yards. It ain't going to show you how he shut people down on a play-by-play. Like, Revis Island was real. Nobody ever said Asante Island, nigga. Like, he should be arguing with, like, no disrespect, Antonio Cromartie, DRC, Dominic Rogers Cromartie. He should be arguing with guys like Dre Bly and Chris Houston and guys like that. That's who he should be arguing with. Ike Taylor. No disrespect. No disrespect. Jason Sehorn. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even think he should be arguing with Jalen Ramsey. And he's talking about, y'all got 2 Super Bowl. Like, a Super Bowl is a cornerback stat. That's more of a quarterback stat. Because a quarterback has the biggest impact on the game. It's not a cornerback stat. All right, this many picks. Yeah, you had the many picks they was throwing at your weak ass. And I don't know why Florida. I'm from Fort Lauderdale. Why do Florida niggas do that? Like, we care. I'm from Miami. I'm from Orlando. I don't know how we do it in Orlando. Like, we don't care about none of that, nigga. Like, where did you come from? Is this his bid to get in the Hall of Fame? Because I think he deserved to be there. Is this his brother's bid to be in the Hall of Fame? But Walt can't be up there and nobody agrees with you. Your son looking at you like, man, shut your ass up, Pops. Shut up. Like, I hate that they gave these niggas microphones. These athletes need headphones, not microphones. Everybody want to use their platform to get on ESPN or get some money. They see all this money, and they was the same people that was shitting on YouTubers 10 years ago, 5 years ago. Now all these niggas got up a microphone. Like, everybody don't need a microphone. I understand if you're trying to get his bid into the Hall of Fame, do your thing. I get it. People, you feel like you should be in the top 10 statistically, maybe so. But you going to the top of the mountain, like, dude, you ain't even in the same breath of Champ Bailey, Darryl Green, Rod Woodson. You ain't in the same breath as Darrell Revis. Like you going straight up to the GOAT. Like, nobody was like, oh man, if the Patriots didn't have Asante Samuel, they wouldn't want to die. Not a nigga in history. No nans. Not nobody, oh man, if they didn't have him, they would be like, nobody. Nobody said that. But hey, it is what it is, man. Let me know what you girls and guys think. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance, get notifications. Check out the NFL playlist. I appreciate y'all, man. But Asante, I guess, giving us something to talk about. But he was a hella fire corner. Definitely think he deserved to be in the Hall of Fame. And maybe you can have an argument in the top 10, top 15-ish type of stuff. But I always liked Asante Samuels. But when Florida niggas just a little off.